You better watch this video till the end, because the amount of efforts and brainstorming that went into this video, I was so proud of the idea that I came up with. So let's begin. We are going to talk about the book recommendations for some of the best and iconic Bollywood characters. One of the iconic Bollywood characters is of Munna Bhai MBBS, and it was portrayed by Sanjay Dutt. The movie came out in, I don't know the year, whatever it was, but there was, interestingly, there were so many books that I wanted to recommend to this character, irrespective of whether he will read it or not. But the best feat is this: I came upon a lighthouse by Shantanu Naidu, and I'll tell you why. Shantanu came upon a lighthouse in the form of Mr. Ratan Tata. I'll tell you the story if you don't know who Shantanu is. And Munna Bhai came upon a lighthouse in the form of Mahatma Gandhi. So I assume that you all know what Munna Bhai MBBS is about. But this book, I came upon a lighthouse by Shantanu Naidu. So Shantanu is a general manager in the office of Ratan Tata. He's a very young lad actually. He gets to hang out with Mr. Ratan Tata, and this book is about the life lessons that he learned from Ratan Tata, and what exactly he means to him. So this book is amazing. It's very heartwarming, and it's very refreshing to sort of read a semi-autobiography from a very young person. So it was amazing read, but I would definitely recommend it to the character of Munna Bhai, because it's sort of similar, and seeking inspiration from the old people to give you that light, that direction is amazing, and both of these books and movie are about that. So I think this is an amazing pair. I was so proud of myself when I came up with this pairing. And the next iconic character we have on the list is Piku. Piku from Piku. So the character is played by Deepika Padukone, and I think the vibes that she gives in that movie definitely match with the vibes of the main character in this book. So this book is called Whereabouts by Jhumpar Lahiri. You'll see this book again and again. I'm so sorry for that, but it is what it is. So stories are different, of course, but the vibes of Deepika and Piku, and vibes of this, she was an unnamed woman actually. I don't know what her name was. There was no name actually. So this unnamed woman in Whereabouts. So I think Piku would definitely love reading that about her and what she goes through and all the phases of her life, and when she tells about her equation with her parents, with different cities, with their ex and all that. So I think it is one of the best pairings in this video, and there's no debate on that. When I watched this movie called Mimi, which was, the main character was portrayed by Preeti Sanon, where she's this young stage dancer, I guess, and she wants to be an actress, but she does not have that kind of money. She gets an offer from a cab driver saying that you can make money by being a surrogate mother to one of the foreign couples. She cannot resist that because she wants that money, but after she's carrying that child, she goes through a lot of emotions, lot of feelings, and whatever she feels, is that valid or not. It's something of a sort that I felt I need to recommend this book to her, which is called What We Carry by Maya Shanbhag Lang. It's an amazing book. I loved it even after I read this during 2021. It was very overwhelming for me in a sense, because I have never gone through that experience, but it also talks about being a mother, being a daughter, being in that equation of being mother and daughter. So it's amazing in that sense. But I think the people who have gone through the pregnancy, who are mothers, all the mothers, they should read this book, definitely. Yeah, that's the next character, Barfi and Chilmin. And the book I'm recommending is this by Murakami, which is called Sputnik Sweetheart. Now, why this book? So it's because of the vibes, and it's because of the concept of love that is explored in this movie and explored in this book. That in any form, love is amazing. It's pure. It does not have to be perfect. It's okay if it is not sorted. It's okay if it is chaotic or a mess. If both of you are with each other, it's just love, and that's what I think this book and this movie talks about. And I think both these characters would relate to this very very imperfect idea of love that is explored in this book called Sputnik Sweetheart, and they both are sweethearts for each other. So yeah, I think it's an amazing recommendation for these characters. Next up we have is this 10 minutes 38 seconds in this strange world, and for many reasons I'm recommending this book to one of the latest Bollywood favorite characters called Gangubai. It is portrayed by Alia Bhatt, and the book is based on the life of sex worker. Even though the story is different, this 10 minute 38 seconds, it's about the last 10 minutes 38 seconds of that person's life. The whole life flashes in front of her eyes. She thinks about what had happened in her life. It's not similar to the Gangubai struggles, but I think she's the one who's going to understand this story fully, the pain or the anger behind this story. And I think this is the recommendation that I could instantly think of when I thought of that character. Learning any language it's a difficult task, but imagine getting trolled for not knowing that language, especially if it's not your mother tongue. So yeah, you have seen English to English and the iconic character of Shashi, which was played by late Sri Devi ji. So yeah, I mean, when I was thinking of that character, or when I searched a list of iconic characters, it came on that list, and of course it was amazing. I watched that movie a couple of times, I guess. But there were so many. So if I put from the motivational sort, there are a lot of books that I could have recommended. But I thought, to find some connection. So I have this book called In Other Words by Jhumpa Lahiri, and this book is about, learning a language. So Jhumpa Lahiri is an Indian author, but nowadays she writes most of her books in Italian. She's learned a language. And now those Italian books get translated into English. Can you imagine? It's so amazing. But this book particularly is her journey of learning the Italian language. And it's amazing actually to anybody who wants to learn a language, even as a struggle, even as an interest, or in any way. This book is amazing because it tells you that there are so many aspects of learning a language. It's just not the technicalities of it, but the more you get into it, it just gets better. You just get there, and I want Shashi to know that when she's struggling with the language or with that not phobia, she's basically when she's struggling with the language, and I just want her to know that she'll get there, she'll shine. That's all. That's it, guys. I have so many other recommendation, and I do have a long list, and I may come up with the part 2 because there are so many of my favorites that are still pending. But I cannot keep a video so big that people will get bored. So I'm wrapping this video, but I hope you loved it. I hope you enjoyed as much as I loved making it or coming up with the list. I hope all of you enjoyed it, and wait for the part 2 maybe. Thank you so much. Bye bye.